Hello, 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 everybody out there in the reality TV universe. It is me, Dylan, aka Slightly Bitter, and I am here with.
Shantae, we're back for Survivor. It's so
I
exciting.
I am so hyped. So we are back for another reality TV recap to spill all the tea, all the shade, and all the pink lemonade on Survivor 50. This is what we
Woo,
have been
woo,
waiting for. Oh
woo,
my
woo.
gosh.
I hope we get epic reality TV. Now, okay, I do have to ask you something before we
Yes.
dive into this
Yes.
episode. I need to know who are your top three people that you're rooting for?
Oh
Be so
Lord.
to win the
Oh
game.
my God.
Not
Okay.
because you like them or you know them.
So y'all, we were talking about this before we started, and literally I have no idea who the fuck to pick. And like as some of y'all know, I am good friends with Rizzo, who is on this season. I went to college with him. He played in my game, I Love Money. I watched the premiere with him. He was hosting a party in Manhattan on Wednesday. So I obviously I have to pick him. I want him to win. And then with Sari, do you remember when Sarah Lucina on Game Changers said, what did she say? She said, I think if you have to win the game on your third or fourth try, it's like saying that you're good at marriage, but you get married like three or four times.
Yeah.
I feel like if Sari doesn't win on her fifth try, I can't call her a good player anymore. So I want Sari to win. And
Okay, but
then,
what if
yeah.
she makes it to the end but doesn't win?
But she's done that already multiple
Okay,
times.
but like I still think no matter what, she's still a great player.
She's still a good player, but it's like it's been 20 years and you haven't fixed the she has strategy, she has the social game, but it's the challenges and it's finding advantages that has always screwed her over and fire making. So it's like if she gets to final four and loses on fire making right after she just did that on Australia versus the world, I'm like, I can't. She has to get off my client list. So I want
Damn.
Suri. I gotta do a little tough love. So I want Suri, and then I wavered between my last choice, but I want to see Dee win. I think if Dee was to win, she would catapult herself to like top 10 Survivor players of all time.
Yeah, that's not happening because there's only one two-time winner, and that is motherfucking Sandra.
What about Tony?
Oh yeah, and Tony, but the queen is still gonna be queen because Tony, yeah, whatever. Nobody like I care about Tony, but I care more about Sandra. But yeah,
But who's your picks?
okay, my pick is Sari, obviously.
Yeah.
Second, okay, it took me some time to decide who I wanted because I'm like, who is really gonna fight for it? Who is gonna use common sense and their strategic prowess to freaking win the whole game? I think I'm gonna go with Christian, and I think I'm gonna
Oh,
go
that's
with
a good
Emily.
choice. Really
I
good
think
choice.
those three, they got a shot at winning. They got a shot, and I believe in them. So I hope they make
That's
me proud.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna cry.
Honestly, those are really, really good picks. And based on what happened this episode and some of the stuff that has come out after the episode, I really think those are some solid choices. So I guess we'll just dive on into this episode. So I was blown away by this opening.
Oh, it was
Basically,
so good.
yeah, it really felt like a love letter to the franchise.
Hmm.
They said that, or at least Jeff said he wanted this season to be a celebration of Survivor as a whole. This opening made me realize, oh my God, it has been 25 years. It has been 50 seasons. The show has done so many different things, and they included so many iconic moments. Like, what were some of the things that were in there? Well, I remember they included the I'm pissed. And you had that and then you had Sue's line about there are rats and there are snakes on the island. There's so many like really and Russell Hantz was in there too, which I was surprised that they
Hmm.
acknowledged Russell
I
Hantz's
mean, they
existence.
should. He's the only person finding an eye without a freaking clue. Like, are you dumb?
He actually he posted something about the premiere. He said he liked it.
That's good. He needs to come back on. Like, I'm
He
sorry.
should have been
Bring him
here.
on 51. I need him. I need him like I need air to breathe.
I know. There's a lot to say about Russell Haynes, but I would like to see him. But yeah, there was so many really iconic moments that they were able to put into this little opening. It made me not mind that the show lasted for 3 hours. Because at first when I heard it was 3 hours, I was like, oh my fucking God. There
No,
is
I thought it was gonna drag.
It's the length of the Titanic. And
Yeah, no, for
honestly,
real.
it honestly really
Titanic and
didn't.
Avatar combined.
Yeah, it was a two tape set. This would be on two VHSs back in the day.
Yeah.
But it really didn't drag. And the fact that they were able to give Survivor this great opening with 15 minutes, what I really liked too is they kind of broke the fourth wall a little bit when they showed Jeff revealing the moment where he announced in New York City that they were doing returnees for season 50.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was beautiful. I loved every moment of it.
Yeah. So, um, 751 people have played the game of Survivor. Uh, do you want to
That's
know
a
what's
lot.
so funny about that number?
Why? What's wrong? What's so funny about it?
So once he said 751, I was like, wait, that's an odd number. But then I remembered in Survivor Fiji, the original Survivor Fiji, there was this
Mhm.
girl named Melissa who she had a cast photo, she had a spread on TV Insider, and she dropped out literally the day before they started filming. So they had to
Wow.
start that season with 19 people. And I just thought in my mind, damn, Melissa McNulty or whatever her name is number 752. And
They
she's
didn't count her. I'm
and
dead.
no, they just fully did not count her. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah. They should have just said 715, no shade, but
They're gonna
just
erase that 750 for who would be the player that would be erased from the count if they did that?
oh, what's his name? The guy that wouldn't climb up the ladder.
Brandon,
Or
Brandon
even
Dub,
Jelinski, no shade, but like you did
Jelinski
so
was
bad too.
he was really bad, but he was
Like
kind of
so
funny.
bad.
My God, Brandon, I will always have beef with motherfucking Brandon, and the real ones know why. But those are some good choices. I think my choice would be Hannah with the vape. Like,
Mm,
how the hell do you not
yeah.
know what you're signing up for after 45 seasons? Yeah,
No,
like, right.
100% doesn't make sense.
So we get a lineup of the 24 players on this season, and there were some confessionals open. I don't really remember most of them, but they have this big lineup, and seeing all of these players together was kind of the moment where it clicked for me, where I was a little more warmed up to this cast. What were you thinking when you saw the lineup of all 24
Well,
people?
I was thinking, damn, I don't remember half of these people. Like I remember their names and I know I've watched their season. So if I went back to watch, I'd be like, oh yeah, you did that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm just like, child, I don't remember.
Yo, I've heard that a lot of people don't remember these characters. I
Yeah,
think that's
no.
why they spent so much time on this premiere was so they could reintroduce all these people. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie was the girl that was last standing on her tribe. Oh, Coach is the guy that did the weird like things. Um,
Yeah.
is there anyone that you think, why the fuck are you here? Why are you on this cast?
Um, no, I don't think so. I
Mhm.
think why the fuck are you there? No. I
Yeah,
think they deserve to be there to some extent. Or would I have chosen other people over them? Yeah, I probably would have.
I think
But
I think that's the sentiment most people have. I don't think there's anyone out there that necessarily is undeserving. There's just
mhm.
other people that probably should have been there instead. I think
Some
the
people, I
Yeah,
don't think that they are all stars, but they're
like
good
Mike White.
players. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't, Mike White should not be out there. I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, and I watched this season back and I'm like, he didn't really do that much. No shade, but
He's kind of like a stunt casting because he's so famous with White
yeah.
Lotus. Like they knew it would bring attention, and granted, I do think it did bring a lot of attention. Um,
Hmm.
but it was really cool seeing the new era versus the old era here.
Yeah.
Um, I I know that they're considering Aubrey and Chrissy and the David versus Goliath. They're considering all of them old era. But I mean, we were talking about this on the phone. If your season was in HD, you are not old school.
100%.
You are not old
You're
school.
not. You're not at
So
all. I'm sorry.
it's like in reality, there's like maybe like five or six old school people on this cast.
Hmm.
If even, there might be less than that.
They should have got more.
I agree. I think that there should have been more people from the 20s.
You know who they should have put on there?
Who?
Oh shit, what's his name? It just slipped my mind. The guy from China. I
Oh,
always talk about him.
Todd?
No, not him. The black guy.
Oh, James the
I
Grave
love
Digger.
him.
Stephanie and him have been beefing since Heroes and Villain. Oh my God, that would have been
That
a
would have been
great
nice to
choice.
see both of them.
Yo, she was doing a recap of Hero and Villain on Rap as a podcast, and she still hates that motherfucker. She was like, he is a bully. I don't like him. It would have been so funny to see them back together again.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been
Uh,
awesome, but whatever.
oh well. So some of the opening lines from the Matt chat, I mean, there was a couple, and I was like, whatever. He caught up with Jenna first.
Mhm.
What I thought was interesting was that
She's the
Jeff,
elder.
she is the elder, but Jeff said she was the first person they called to come
Oh,
back.
wow.
Yeah. I
That's
think in
nice.
I think so too. I think that Winners at War, there was a huge missed opportunity to have Richard Hatch there. Like
Hmm.
he's the OG winner.
Why
And I
didn't they bring him back?
oh, so here's the tea. So
Okay.
Richard Hatch, and do you remember Tina from Australian Outback?
Yeah.
Both of them were on the cast for Winners at War. And then about a week before they were supposed to fly out, they both got dropped and they got replaced by Ethan and Amber. And
Interesting.
Tina, Tina, I think was because Amber like got convinced by Rob to actually play. I think she just changed her mind last second. But with Ethan, I mean with Rich, do you remember how in season 39 there was like the Me Too moment with Dan
Yeah.
Speedlo? That's why. Because Richard had
Mm.
his moment in All Stars, and I think they didn't want the bad PR. And Richard Hatch did a go to his YouTube channel. There's this whole thing where he talked about this in depth. But yeah, I thought that there was a missed opportunity to have the OG winner there. So I think it was
Mhm.
the right call on their part to have the someone that literally started it all, and I don't
Mhm.
think there would have been a better choice than Jenna, honestly, except for maybe Richard Hatch.
They should have had both of them.
Right? I
They
feel
needed
like,
to have a few
yeah.
more old school
Yeah, I
to
think to even
balance
it
the
out.
HD players.
Yeah, because I mean, we'll see what happens with Jenna later on in the episode, but it
Hmm.
feels like the people that have been out of the survivor community for a minute are at a disadvantage because so many of these people, like I'm looking at this cast right now, and I can tell you Rick Devens, Emily, Christian, Charlie, basically any of the actually, well, no, not all the new era people, but Q, who else? Sari, like all these people have been involved in the survivor community. They go to like, oh, Ozzy, they go to the fan events, they go to the charity things, they do Rob as a podcast stuff. So when you have all these people that maybe they're not besties that text each other all the time, but they're constantly like they they're in the same watering hole, if you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it puts people like Jenna and Colby that haven't really been in the world for a minute, it puts them at disadvantage.
I agree with that. But I feel like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
You
it
can't
is what
stop
it is.
people from talking. You can't stop people from hanging out. You can't stop people from having these survivor gatherings. Like, you can't stop that.
It's a part of the meta. It's
Either
kind
you
of like
got you either you in it or you ain't.
I mean, it's kind of like these online games where people play
Hmm.
games all the time, and like even if they don't know each other, I mean, even if they're not besties, like if they recognize each other, they stick together and they pregame, and that's a
Yeah.
big part of this season as well. So, but it was nice to see Jenna. Then Sari had her moment where she starts breaking down, and I'm normally not someone that is like a fan of crying on Survivor,
Hmm.
but I honestly teared up a little bit when she was giving her speech.
Yeah, I did too. It's like she's been so close so many times, and it just
Yeah.
sucks to see her go out the way she does.
Yeah, like I think there's only been one time where she's been actually voted off, which
Hmm.
was in Hero and Villain, but it was by
Hmm.
like it was by an idol play. Um, every other time it's either fire making, a rushed final three, which I don't know if I told you this, but I went to the Sherry Shepherd show the day
Hmm.
before the Survivor premiere, and Jeff Probst was there. And someone asked him what would have happened if Parvati and Amanda tied with the jury vote. And Jeff said, well, to be honest, we didn't have a plan because there wasn't supposed to be a final three. It only became I mean, there wasn't supposed to be a final two. It only was a final two because so many people got medevaced or quit that they had to add in an extra vote out. So she's been screwed over a
And
lot by the
fuck.
show.
She needs to get her redemption. Like, please, Survivor Gods, please, I'm begging you.
And this is her moment. Did you have any other standout from the Matt chat?
No,
No. Yeah.
no, not really.
Yeah. I think the only other thing I remember is Coach saying, "Let's go slay some dragons."
Hmm.
I'm like, all right.
It's like, yeah, you kind of need to like revamp the line now.
Yeah,
What
like
is it now in today's day and age?
it's a little tired, but anyways, so let's get to these tribe divisions. So we have on we've got Vatu, which is pink, Sia, which is orange, and Kalo, which is teal. They were pretty evenly split, I would say, between old
Yeah.
era and new era, which I thought was a good move.
And I
But
think they each had like their own like strengths and
mhm,
like savvy people who are good with puzzles. Like I feel like each tribe is well balanced,
I
which
would
I like.
definitely agree with that.
They did a good job if
Yeah.
it was random.
I want to say it was. I don't think they randomized it right there because they
Mhm.
had their names on the buffs. But I will say I think the tribe that is the most balanced is probably the Teal tribe because it
Mhm.
has Jonathan and Coach who are very strong physical players. Then you've got Chrissy, who was a challenge beast. And then you've got Camilla and Charlie, who are great at the puzzles. Oh, and Dee's a challenge beast. So I don't think they're going to lose it all. But I'm not
Mhm.
going to hold you. I kind of like gave a side eye a bit because you know who's on the Teal tribe?
Who, Mike?
Mike White. Yeah, you read my mind.
So that he could be protected and
Uh,
keep the ratings. Be
100%.
so real.
Yeah, like, come on.
Call a spade a spade.
That was like the
We know
first.
what you're trying to do here, but it's
Exactly.
fine.
They even
I
gave
mean, I'm
him a
not no
twink.
shade on none of those people on that team to win, but I mean, we move.
Yeah, it's probably my least favorite tribe. I mean, but they even gave Mike a twink because Mike loves teaming up with the twinks. He did it on his first season. So yeah, and then we already see him and Charlie are bonding a lot. So,
Hmm.
but what's your favorite tribe?
Obviously, I'm gonna pick the one with Sari. I just feel like they have the most entertaining people to me on there, and it's most dynamic.
I would say it's a good pick. Um, I feel like mine is the pink though. I mean, I have the
Really?
buff. Yeah, you know it's so funny. I didn't even pick this buff. I went to they had an event at Moynihan train station in New York City where you could take a photo op with
Hmm.
tribal council and everything, and they gave free buffs, and this is just the buff that I got.
Why you didn't get me one?
Girl, well, you should have came to New York. Then they would have
Why
given
you
me
didn't
one.
just snatch two and then mail it to me?
Well, I didn't even know I was supposed to get one. The lady gave it to me. Like,
Oh,
yeah, so I would have loved it though. But yeah, Vatu has the most entertaining group, I would say. You got
you
Angelina
think
on
so?
there.
I don't think so.
Yes. Q is on there. Genevieve is
Okay,
on there.
Q will carry the entertainment.
Angelina's pretty entertaining.
I don't know. Okay, she was entertaining back then. I don't know about now. She's now a mother. She's a completely different woman. Okay.
Her preseason interviews were great, and she's been a little spicy and she was on the red carpet throwing some shade at Christian. So
Well, we're talking about in the game here, not outside the game.
It's okay, but we haven't seen it yet. I don't know. I have faith
Well,
in her.
from first impressions, I'm still gonna go with Celia.
All right. Well, Celia.
That's what it is.
It's
Celia?
Sia.
Celia. It's
You said s-
Celia.
you
Oh,
said Celia. You
Celia.
said Celia. Like
Celia.
like we got a girl
Celia.
named
Celia.
Celia. Oh,
Celia.
by the way, shout out to people in the chat. We got Christian Dalfonso saying hello. We've got I think that's British Will. Uh, he said he wishes Brenda was back, and we got Speedrunner. Thank y'all for watching. Okay, so we got the vote reveal, the first vote reveal, in the hands of the fans,
Lies.
and lies and deceit. I don't believe this was the vote.
But anyways, carry on.
And
Carry on.
yeah, and if it was the vote, I think it just confirms that Survivor fans are stupid. So they
Yeah, no, we're
voted.
not stupid. We know
Yeah,
what's up.
well, they voted no rice and no supplies. Here's
Yeah,
why
I
this
picked those things. Yeah.
you did no rice and no supplies?
Yep.
Oh, you did no rice?
No rice. I don't want you to have no rice. If we're gonna have rice, you need to earn that shit.
Uh,
Everything in Survivor, you need to freaking earn it. Cause what is the show name? It's motherfucking Survivor. Okay?
you know what's funny?
Where this is not, I'm gonna spoon feed you. No, you gotta survive on this motherfucking island with nothing. And if you want something, you better win it.
Okay, this is why I disagree with you because when these people have no food, they're fucking
They
boring.
have food. They have coconut. They have bananas. That's
They don't
food.
got banana, they just got coconut.
Okay,
We
well, you better eat it.
last season, Sophie was giving, and I love Sophie, I'm friends with her, but she was giving nothing until she got food. Then it was like, oh, I'm awake now. And it's the same thing. We see it. And then Q, I think of Q even. Q didn't activate and do like the Q skirt and the hide and seek and all that shit until he got food. Then he was entertaining. So I feel like on Survive, it sucks that now it's 26 days because the only way to actually make it hard is to not give any food,
Well,
but
then
they're
they
going to
need
crash
to
out.
go. Okay, well, I'm thinking like old school Survivor, where they
Yeah.
had to get their shit, hunt for their shit. They were on different islands that had different fucking shit. So, yeah, that's my mentality. I understand Fiji don't have anything, but maybe they need to switch islands so that they can
Oh,
hunt for their fucking
definitely.
food and get their shit together.
Oh,
I
they
don't want to see
definitely do.
motherfuckers make fire without fucking flint. I want you to survive.
Oh, well, you know what? I do agree with no supplies, but I do think rice. They should have gotten just a little bit of rice because they need to have some type of fuel to entertain us.
They need to be put on an island where they can get the food themselves.
Well, I agree with that because they've been on the same islands for damn near 10 years at this point. And well, it's more than 10 years.
Like
So you got to
where
think
the rats? Like back in the day, where are the rats? They don't got rats on
they
Fiji.
got
Like, come
eaten.
on.
They're all eaten up. They've had hundreds of people on these islands just
That's
depleting the
true.
resources. So
That's true.
yeah,
They need to move around.
oh, for sure. There's many islands
I
on
want to see
Fiji.
them catching chickens, catching pigs,
Yeah, no.
but we're
But
not getting that. But
but the
anyway,
new era is harder. Remember, the new era is the hard one.
really? I thought back then looked hard.
I know I'm being sarcastic.
Mm-mm.
What did you think of Jeff's little fake out? I I thought it was kind of cute.
I was like, I know you fucking lying. I was not buying it. Probably because he's a Scorpio and I'm a Scorpio. So I was like, yeah, I'm calling your bluff.
It
I
was a
knew he
dad
was fucking
joke.
lying.
It was funny. I liked it. Um, okay, we got to talk about the challenge. I have nothing to say about it
Me either.
because it is Jeff, I need you to let us vote on the challenges because it's the same challenges, just with different makeup. Okay, it's
Yeah,
time
I
for
agree.
an obstacle course. You guys got to run as fast as you can. You got to dig some shit out of the ground. Then you need to maneuver a ball in some type of way, or a key, or a chain. And then there's gonna be a puzzle that you have to solve as a team. That's every fucking challenge.
Yeah,
What are
I
we
don't know
doing?
why they didn't go back into the vault and bring back some of the iconic challenges.
This would have been the perfect season to do that. They did that
Yeah.
Hero and Villain. They did that.
hmm
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know. Like the challenges, I don't care. The only time I care about the challenges is there like an advantage somebody gotta look for. Um, I don't. Other than that,
I
fast
actually
forward.
Now that you mention it, I actually enjoyed we're gonna see the journey challenges coming up, but I enjoyed those more than the marooning challenge or whatever it was. Um,
Mhm.
so Vatu, the tribe I'm representing, they win. They get a big ass bonfire. I was
Yeah,
surprised to
that
see
was
how big.
crazy.
Yeah, it was huge.
That was crazy.
Yeah. So
Crazy
they're,
amount of stakes were on the line for that challenge.
and I think it's no surprise that, spoiler alert, they end up winning immunity, like with that bonfire. I think that
Oh,
was,
100%. They're warm,
hmm
they're fed,
yeah,
they got what they need to be comfortable.
yeah. So, uh, after that was said and done, it's then revealed that they need to send people on a journey because it is the new era. In the new era, we go on journeys. So Ozzy goes for, and they said that you'll have to compete. It sounds almost like the Sweat versus Savvy thing that they had done in the past, but
Yeah.
now it's just I guess it's this challenge was actually a little bit of both Sweat and Savvy. So
Yeah, it was.
so
I liked it.
Ozzy, yeah, it was great. So Ozzy is picked for Orange. I think that was kind of a given that he would be
Hmm.
the choice. Q is Chent for
I
Vatu.
feel like the moment
Mm,
that they said Ozzy was gonna go,
mm.
it's like the rest of the tribes were like, yeah, it's time to lock in. You gotta send our best player.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely time to lock in. Because Ozzy, I gotta hand it to Ozzy. Beer belly and all, he is still a comp beast. I was not expecting him to do as well as he did.
Speaking of Ozzy, I just want to say that long time ago, I said that Ozzy was looking like Shambo, and I should have fucking wrote it on Twitter because bitch,
Yes,
that shit went viral. And I'm like, I said that already.
I
Like,
thought of you
what?
when I saw that tweet.
Crazy, crazy work.
I don't know what he's doing. For someone that has an OnlyFans, it feels like he's trying his hardest to have as little sex appeal as possible.
Maybe.
Because I'm seeing videos of him now after the show is over. He looks a lot more attractive now than he did on the island. I don't understand what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. He was the heart throb back in the day.
Oh yeah, I think the first
Now I don't know what has gotten into him. Oh my God.
you know what it
Maybe
is?
he got a
It's
man and he said, yeah, let me look ugly.
oh yeah, he did. He's what, bisexual, pansexual, something like that.
Hmm.
I don't know, but that's not an excuse to get ugly. I
I
think
don't know,
that
man.
I remember he at the reunion for Game Changers, which has been a while. That is 7 years ago, which is crazy to say. But I remember he had a haircut, and he looks significantly better with short hair, like
Yeah.
significantly. And then I don't know what he's doing with the. He's got like 10 million earrings. Like he's a butch lesbian working at Hot Topic. Like I don't know what is going on here.
Not the butch lesbian. I'm dead.
He looks like a stud.
I'm dead. He do not look like no stud. At least not to me.
Well, no, he's not a stud. He's butch. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not a
he looks
stud.
more
If
butch
he
than a stud.
if he was a stud, he would have waves.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
he'd have
His
studs
style
in
is
his
very
ear.
questionable this season.
He also needs to shave. He does not look good with with that 70s porn stash that he's rocking.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
I
They
don't know.
must have told him to like this is gonna be your style. We need you
Yeah,
to have a Shambo hairstyle. They
I could see.
must have told him.
Well, you know what? That is true because I do remember when I was doing, I don't give a fuck. When I was doing casting, I remember me having long hair was definitely a thing. So I think there is an aspect of having like a unique look to you that is
Mhm.
important to your character on the show.
Yeah. And so it probably played a part in why he looked like that.
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture of him right now I'll send it to you on Instagram. I'm looking at a picture of him right now for a Bryson Wendell event he was hosting, and he looks so much more attractive. Like he has hair like around here. I think this is a good length for him. I don't know what happened. So,
Yeah.
anyways, moving on. So Ozzy is sent, Q is sent, which I think is a good choice out of all the people that are on that tribe. I think maybe Kyle would have been a good choice as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm waiting for Jonathan to step up. Oh, coach, why don't you go? What?
Random.
I was like, what? I don't understand. Why did they send coach?
I don't know, man. I feel like it was a setup. I feel like it was a setup so that he
Could have
could
been.
have his little moment in his damn confessional. Really pissed me off.
You know what? I do agree with that. I think that this cast is really trying to lean into Coach's shtick.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I think all of them, well, I think most of them grew up watching him and
Hmm.
think it's funny leaning into his shtick. So they're like, "Oh yeah, Coach, go ahead, go be our hero."
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I don't know if I was there, I would want to have supplies, so I wouldn't willy-nilly throw Coach in to win for us. I'd be like Jonathan. Well, actually no. Actually no, I take that back. Coach has never been like a challenge beast, but
Hmm.
if there's any type of like savvy, like smarts in this challenge, I don't think Jonathan would have been able to do it.
Yeah, he's too nice.
Jonathan?
Hmm.
Jonathan's not nice.
Jonathan's nice. He's nice this season. He's too nice.
Oh, he is nicer this season, but
He's like
he's
a gentle giant.
well, that's how he's being portrayed right now. But I think he has respect for his elders, is really what it is.
Mm.
But also, I just don't, I think he's a bit of a meathead. I don't think that he would be able to figure out intricate puzzles if that was the challenge.
Yeah, I agree. I
So
don't like
the
it
so the
either.
three boys go off. Now, let me ask you, if you were in this position, would you want to go on the journey and maybe win an advantage, but not get to bond with the other players, or is that too risky?
I'm not going on no motherfucking journey the first round. Sorry, I'm not doing it. I don't care what it is. It could be for an extra $1 million. No,
I think you
I'm not doing
really,
it.
I think you really gotta look at who's on your tribe, because if you have an obvious first boot on your tribe, like again, the butch lesbian last season who was like vomiting and spitting everywhere, like every single
Mhm.
bodily fluid, I'd be like, and then you had Trashy Annie, like, okay, I probably am good if I go on the journey. But if you don't, I agree with you. I don't think it's worth the risk.
Yeah, no, I'm not going. Sorry.
So we get a little bit of camp life. And the highlights are, let's start off with Vatu, the pink team. So Colby and Stephanie reunite on Heroes and Villain. They had a really tight alliance, but they were in the minority. And Stephanie went home very early. She was like second boot. And then
Yeah.
Colby got to the end and he was the last hero standing. Now they claim that they haven't spoken to each other in like 20 years. Do you believe that?
No,
I don't believe it either.
I don't buy it.
Not 1 second.
I don't buy it at all. But that's fine. Keep on lying.
But why are they lying to the camera? Like, you can tell us in confessional. Do I believe that they've hung out all the time? Like, no. But uh, you can't tell me that they weren't pre-gaming in some capacity, that maybe they haven't in passing, like maybe they're Facebook
Mhm.
friends. I don't buy that.
Yeah, me either. I think it's a crock of shit.
Hmm.
But
Uh,
okay, sure.
so then Colby has a bit of a clash with the Riz God.
I was dying. I was literally dying.
Yo, at Rizzo's watch party when this happened,
Mhm.
everyone was cackling because because Rizzo had been like hyping Colby up like in a good way. And then you have Colby being like, uh yeah, Rizzo's annoying. He has no work ethic. He's got to go, blah blah
Meanwhile, he's playing with sticks. I'm like, what are you doing? I
blah.
was dying. He picked up the stick and then he threw it. I'm like, point and case. What are you doing?
When I saw this, I was like, "Oh no, Rizzo." Like,
Saying, oh, if you need me to do work, just let me know. Like, bitch, it should be common sense that you get up off your ass and get some bamboo.
no, the moment that fried me was when Rizzo said to Colby, "If you ever need advice on how to play, let me know because winning challenges and doing camp stuff is not going to save you." I was like, The last
As
thing
the
you
guy that
want.
didn't win.
I know.
Okay.
But the last thing you want to do as a young person talking to an older person in life is
Mhm.
to try and like school them, like as if you like know more than them. Like even if it's true, which I do think that Rizzo has a bit more game sense than Colby, like you don't say it like that. I was like, "Oh my God."
That that was kind of embarrassing, no shade.
It a little, but it was fun. But see, that's Rizzo's thing. He's like a little
Yeah.
cringy, but it's funny. And I know that he probably meant it from a good place. It's just it didn't
Mhm.
come off right.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Correct.
Elizabeth, his girlfriend, was telling me that that when they were watching it at the 50 premiere, that she didn't know that Colby had said this, and she like turned around and was like she gave him a look when
Oh,
it
wow.
Uh, she's funny as shit. If they ever do a Blood versus Water, I'd love to see them both on together. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, they're pretty good. So that's the Liz God, as she likes to call herself. So that was it with Pink. We move on to the blue team. What is it? The Kahlo. And Mike White has a six pack.
yeah, that was so random.
That was again.
I feel like he knew he was going on Survivor. He needed to show
Oh,
up and show out.
he knew for months. He said in his confessional that he knew that and he was waiting for it. Like, I think what happened is Mike White texted Jeff as soon as he heard there was returnees and said, "Put me on." And Jeff was like, "Okay." So he
Mhm.
he probably was the first person to know that he was going to be on the cast.
Yeah, and he immediately began training. It's like, yeah, look at this butt. I'm
I
hot, even though I got a receding hairline. Yes.
It's so funny because Mike looks like if you know how back in the old days we had Photoshop and people would do like bad Photoshop edits where they would cut their head off and put it on the body of a model.
Hmm.
That's what it
Yeah, it
looks
looked a
like.
bit odd. And then you know what was sending me was they show Mike and then they pan to Charlie's body. I'm like, this is day and night. You got this old man and this young guy. God damn.
No, it was funny as shit because Charlie is like in relatively good shape, I would say. Like he's not
Yeah.
an overweight guy, but he looked like a fat ass
He
compared
looked
to
like an old
Mike.
man.
And and what sent me was that they were showing Charlie like rubbing his stomach, like as if he was looking at Mike, being like, "Oh,"
No, he definitely was.
because he
He
probably was feeling
definitely was.
himself before Mike took his shirt off. Oh
Oh,
my God,
100%.
I feel like Mike looked like he was in better shape than Jonathan,
He
even.
looked like he was in the best shape
Yeah,
out of
I think
everyone.
I think there was an aspect of like Mike cosplaying as someone on White Lotus because everyone on White Lotus is hot. So he
Yeah,
probably was like, I gotta be like the guys on White Lotus and and be in good shape. And
probably.
he'll probably have a character based on himself on the next season. But I thought it was funny and it reminded me why I like Mike. But the moment, you know what I didn't like about Mike?
What?
Oh, life is so hard for me being a multimillionaire, making a really successful show. The shoots are so long. Like, oh, Survivor is giving me an outlet to just like be myself and relax a little bit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sounds like first world problems.
It's giving zero point 0.5 world problem. Like, who
Like
has these issues? You're a
crazy.
billionaire, like making a really successful cult phenomenon show in a fucking tropical paradise. It's not like you're going out to the wilderness to film for 100 something days.
I don't know, man. Priorities. Priorities.
It
I
was
mean,
really funny.
you don't have to be like nobody told you to go and have this be a billionaire and have this most successful show. You should be fucking
No.
blessed.
Yeah, he could never make another episode of White Lotus or anything for the rest of his life, and he would
Hmm.
have more money than like 99% of the world. And
Yeah,
he made School of Rock too, which is very
yeah.
successful even
Love
to this
that
day.
movie.
Yeah,
The classic.
but he
Cult
also made the
classic.
Emoji Movie.
Yeah, I never watched that.
There's a clip of, oh God, who was it? I think it was Rob Sesternino, where he had made, I guess, a comment about the Emoji Movie, and Mike White saw it, and he just like cusses Rob out, where he's
Oh
like,
my
"Fuck,
God.
yes, look it up. It's after this, look it up. It's so funny."
Wow.
Yeah. Um, I think the only other moment that stood out to me was did you notice that Dees was like saying, "Oh, I love even the leaves we have here that we wipe our asses with when we go poop." And collectively, the whole Survivor alumni community was like, "You don't take a shit in the ocean? You
Really?
yeah, Be because almost all of them just aqua dump. Like, who thinks to wipe their asses with leaves?"
Yeah, but wait. So they take a shit in the ocean?
Yes.
How would you take a shit in the ocean? I would
Be-
like take a shit out like in the bushes, then go to the ocean and wipe my ass. Like clean
Well,
myself.
I that's what Dee was saying was that she takes a poop on land, wipes her ass, then she goes in the ocean to clean off, which I guess makes sense. I feel like for me, I would shit in the woods, then like you said, go into the ocean to clean off. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand the use of the leaf
I
unless
would
like
use the leaf in the ocean.
no, you don't need the leaf in the ocean. Just use
I
the
need the leaf to make sure there's no doo-doo crumbs.
just the water should wipe off all the doo.
No, there's not enough force in the water once I'm beneath it.
No.
It's not like a wave is gonna go straight in my ass crack. I need something to wipe
How much
the
water
water.
pressure do you need to
I
wipe your
need to make sure
ass?
that it's clean down there. I'm sorry.
5 minutes in the ocean is not enough?
I can be there for two seconds with the water, wipe my ass with the leaf, and walk out.
You know how much shit you're putting in your ass from the leaf? There's probably like
The
bug
leaf is
shit
gonna
on
get
there.
cneed from the freaking salt water.
Yeah, but then why do
I'm
you
using the
need
leaf
why do
as
you
the
need the
toilet
leaf
paper.
then? The
It's
salt
the
water is gonna
toilet.
clean you.
It's literally the toilet paper to make sure I get the booty crumbs out.
Yeah, but that toilet paper, what if you use poison ivy and now you got
Well, they have a whole book that tells you what you can and cannot use.
okay, but
There you go.
I'm still not rubbing a dirty ass leaf on my butt crack.
Well,
I'm
it ain't
gonna
gonna
let
be dirty once I dunk it in the water.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
literally gonna be my wet wipe.
Yeah, exactly. Then you don't need the leaf.
I need the leaf. That's
Whatever.
like taking a shower, not using a cloth to wipe your body, just lathering your skin with soap. Like, no, I don't agree with that. You need a cloth, or you need like a loofah. You need something.
I don't use a cloth.
That's nasty. See, that's some white people shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Why
Didn't
do I
want
need
to
a
say it,
cloth?
but I'm gonna say it now. That's some white people shit.
If you
No,
have a wet cloth, it's gonna get moldy.
it's not gonna get moldy. It's not. Why would I leave my wet cloth to dry? I'm gonna hang it up so that it dries properly. It doesn't get
I mean, I
moldy.
have a washcloth, but I don't use it in the shower. I use
I
it
use mine
after.
in the shower. I have a whole loofah to exfoliate my
Oh,
body.
well, loofah's different.
It's the same thing. You can use the same thing. If you ain't got no
I use
loofah,
a
you can
loofah
use a
with soap.
washcloth.
A loofah with soap I use, but I don't use a washcloth.
Yeah, I use a washcloth with soap sometimes.
That's different too. It's not dirty
I'm trying to
leaf.
make sure that I'm scrubbing my body and wiping it off.
Well, you know what? Maybe there's something
My
to it
hand
because
is not an exfoliator.
okay,
But
I
anyways,
guess.
we move.
Well, you know what? Maybe there's something to it because D is very pretty and you're very pretty. So
Oh,
maybe,
thank you.
of course.
We care.
So,
We care about our skin and we want to make sure we're clean.
yes.
I
Let
agree
us
with
know in
her.
the comments. Are you team leaves for poop or no leaves for poop? Let us know.
Please. We need that toilet paper. We need to feel like we're at home even though we're not at home.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the journey. So at the journey, they do a Survivor Classic challenge, which I'm here for this challenge. This is a shakeup. It's
Mhm.
where they have to tie the sticks together to get a hook to hook up a key.
Yeah.
But they did a twist this time. They're all going for one key. And even if you get the key, someone can steal it from you. Now I was a little confused at first because I thought that maybe they had to get it through the gate and then maybe there was another area where they had to get it, but no, it was just once you get it through the gate, it's yours. Because I was worried they were gonna start wrestling each other
I
for
wanted them to wrestle high key.
that would have been funny.
I
Imagine
wanted to
Ozzy
go
and
back to
Coach.
old Survivor when they wrestled back then.
Oh yeah, Colby was saying something about how Jeff said they're never going to do wrestling type challenges again because I guess it's just they don't think it looks good on the show. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. There's plenty of other shows that still do wrestling like that. Whatever. But yeah, I thought that it was going to get pulled through the gate and then Ozzy and Coach were going to fuck each other up for that key. Uh,
Hmm.
but no. So the second that that part is stated, Ozzy's like, "Oh, let's all play it fair, and if we one of us get the key, we get the key." And then Q's like, "Okay, I agree with that." And then Coach didn't say a damn word.
I mean, I would have been coach. I'd be like, ha, ha, in a game for, wait, did they even say how much the prize is? They didn't say.
I think they kept it at 1 million, but I have heard rumblings that this is not $1 million game, that this is a maybe $2 million or $1.5 million game.
Interesting. But at a game for $1 million, I'm sorry.
Well, you know
I'm
what
not
may
gonna play
happen?
fair.
You know what may happen? Mr. Beast is coming. So he may give them the 50-50 coin that they have on Beast games where it could double the prize pot.
Mm,
Could be. We don't know what's gonna happen with that yet.
true.
But no, I agree with you. I don't think Coach was wrong for not agreeing to it. But what sends me into orbit is that Coach, his whole thing is honor, integrity, playing against the best, but he never fucking upholds that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No
Never.
shade. No shade. That was the old coach. We need a new
Yes.
revamped coach. We don't need honor, integrity, respect, whatever. Fuck that shit. I
He
need you to play like your life is on the line.
what gets me, he does play like his life is on the line, but he never owns it. He whenever he does it, he like gets upset when people call him like insincere and dishonorable. But it's like, coach, you are dishonorable. Like
Mm.
Ozzy did all the work and you stole it from him after he was trying to play it fair. And so it's like you can't get angry when he's pissed at you and when he's telling other people what you did.
Can
Like,
we rewind a little bit? Because if
yeah.
we have to go to the part where he was like, "Oh, great. I'm gonna be playing this with Ozzy, someone who took away $1 million from me."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. First
I'm
of all,
like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, that was 15 fucking years ago.
first
And
of
you
all,
still on it?
I
No.
would be upset too. It is $1 million
Yeah,
versus a
but that's
hundred
15
thousand.
years ago.
Yeah, but
And you're still upset.
I would be
That's
too though.
wild.
Because you got to think if Coach had won that season, he would have been on Winners at War.
But
So,
but then in the same breath, he said to Ozzy on that beach, "Oh, but it's okay. It wasn't necessarily entirely on you. It was on me too." Blah blah blah. I'm
no,
like,
he's phony as shit. Like Coach is a goddamn liar. Like he's his whole preseason interviews, he was saying he doesn't fuck with Ozzy. He thinks Ozzy is an asshole for fucking over him winning South Pacific, that he deserved to win it. And granted, it has been confirmed that Ozzy is the reason why Coach lost. Ozzy poisoned the whole jury against him. But I'm sorry, Sophie Clark, we got to put some respect on Sophie. Sophie was a great winner. Okay.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
Coach could have easily brought, what was that fucking cowboy's name? Remember that cowboy guy?
I don't remember people's names. Don't ask me.
Rick. He
Bad.
could have brought Cowboy Rick to the end and Albert and sat with them as a three. Or that Asian girl, Edna. And he probably could have won. It's just you brought Sophie, who at the end of the day, Sophie, I remember her being very upfront about her gameplay. So
Yeah.
that's why they
Very
gave her the win.
likable.
Yeah. So I don't know. Coach is just
You
a
need to let
weird
it
guy.
go. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't like the way that I see it, if you don't like that man, get him out. Just get him
Yeah.
out. That's
What
it.
what was the point of making amends with him just to 2 seconds later screw him over? Like, what was the point?
So dumb. So dumb. But
Coach is
anyway.
Coach is just so funny. I can't. So Ozzy kills this challenge. Like he was a beast at it, and he gets the key, and well, he's about to get well, and also they said it took them like 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
crazy.
understand why they were just doing the same thing over. I don't know how none of them caught Ozzy, but Ozzy is a great competitor, and Coach, of course, snatches the key from him last second.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we talked enough about it, but Coach leaves and Ozzy and Q are stuck on Exile Island. It's the Return of Exile Island. Were you here for it?
I'm here for it if it's gonna be in place throughout the season. Now, if it's just
Yes.
for this one episode, I'll be mad.
I feel like we will see it again. I don't know if it'll be like a permanent thing because it could have happened later on in the episode when we get to that and they
Mhm.
didn't. I think it's a good idea. I think that there should be some real risk instead of
Yeah.
people having to what I liked about this was, well, actually no, they did end up losing their vote, but I thought this is a better punishment than taking a vote away
Yeah.
immediately. Because when you take someone's vote away, it doesn't just punish them, it punishes their allies. And
Yeah.
just being away from everyone, it punishes you, especially
Hmm.
early on.
I
So but the upside is Ozzy and Q, who were on different tribes, now they get a chance to integrate themselves with each other.
yeah.
So when they merge or they tribe swap, now you've got an ally on the other side. Maybe Q's allies will watch out for Ozzy, or maybe Ozzy's allies will watch out for Q, vice versa.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. So we get camp life again, and they get to come back, and Coach gets a winner's greeting. It was it was
It
very
felt fake.
weird.
It felt phony. Because
Well,
why is D like holding him like this and
I th
like,
I think
are you
that
okay?
I think that that's just D. I think that D gets a lot of humor out of playing into Coach. I think
Oh
it's a lot
Lord.
of laughing at Coach, not necessarily laughing with him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
what's killing me is fucking Jonathan. Jonathan is getting on my last nerves. He is like that kid in class that sucks up to the teacher by like laughing at all the teacher's jokes or like answering all the teacher's questions. Like in the opening, he's like, "Yeah, Mr. Jeff, yeah." And then coach is coming back. He's like, what do he say? Coach, 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 coach.
Yeah, I don't know. Jonathan is interesting.
He was like a fucking the horn in SpongeBob when he like his alarm clock. It was so obnoxious about it.
Mm-hmm.
Then remember then Charlie putting on Coach's toe ring.
That was nasty as hell.
Really
That man said he
nasty.
didn't take it off until 1986 or something.
I don't believe
I'm
that.
like, you nasty.
I don't believe that. First of all, if he hadn't taken it off in that long, he wouldn't have been able to get it off. His finger would have grown
True.
around it. That's what, 40 years of you not taking it off? Bullshit. Uh,
Yeah.
and also, you can't tell me that Coach in his three other times playing never told that story to anyone else. Like he definitely did.
No, 100%.
I still would not fucking put it on though. Like even
Yeah,
what
he's
is
not iconic enough for me to put his shit on, no
well,
shade.
it's probably nasty though. After like even only like what 2 days into the game, it's probably disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're all disgusting, but
Yeah, but Charlie has a connection to Coach though. I don't know if you know that.
nope, didn't know.
So Charlie and Ben, the rocker guy from 46, I guess they do shows with Coach. Like, I don't know,
Mm,
they rock out with him, something like because Ben is a rock star and they invited Coach, I guess, to do it.
mm,
Low key, I think that was Coach politicking for 50 before he even knew he was going to be on 50.
interesting.
Yeah, but that again, that's where I think Survivor dropped the ball a little bit. Like you put in Coach and Charlie who are connected, a little unfair to the others. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Chrissy then gets a little moment. Now, Chrissy wasn't in my top
Annoying.
three. Yeah, she is very annoying, but I kind of want to see her do well.
I don't think she's gonna do well because she's giving pick me energy.
Yeah, but you know what? She
Like
gave
you
pick
shouldn't have
me.
to ask your eyelids. So we're good. We're good, right? We're good. Like, girl, if you don't calm the fuck down, I swear to God, I'm gonna
I
vote
think
your ass out.
I think that all of the older women on this cast, except for Suri, feel almost like they need to play a little bit harder because
Mhm.
I think Chrissy has been out of the loop of things like Jenna was. And she's also not, maybe at 54, not as physically strong
Mhm.
as the other people. So she could get targeted.
Mhm.
So I think she's trying to just get with the older people, which, I mean, Coach is the only older person. Oh no, well, there is Mike White, but
But Mike White is cool and hip.
he is cool and hip. Mike White, everyone wants a piece of Mike White.
Hmm.
So I think that Chrissy, it could go either way with her, but she's going so hard after D when I feel like D is someone she could work with. They both hold the record for most immunity wins. They're both
Hmm.
very strong. Chrissy is argued to be like deserving of winning her season over Ben, which I would agree with. Um, yeah, I don't know, but Chrissy was like this on her season where she targeted all the women, so I'm not
Yeah,
too surprised.
she gives most of my friends are men and yeah, but no shade, I'd want D out too.
You know what? I wouldn't want D out.
I'd want her ass out. Girl, you gotta go.
I
You
wouldn't
are
be
too
too
good.
I wouldn't be
Did
worried
you
about
see her
D.
on the fucking challenge? Like, no,
Yes.
bitch, you gotta go. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
go.
yeah,
You're
but that's
too
why I
charming.
wouldn't.
You're too charming. You're too social. And then if there's some hot guys, oh, they're going like her jumping on freaking Coach. I could see coaches looking at her like, I got a crush. Like, no, you gotta
Oh yeah.
go.
He was definitely sneaking a peek.
Mm-hmm.
Coach gives me like slimy, slightly slightly pervy uncle. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. Um,
that's why you gotta go. I'm sorry. I
I
agree with
wouldn't be
Christy.
worried about D because unlike her first season, everyone knows what she's capable of.
Hmm.
So I don't think she's gonna be able to pull the same magic that she did her
I
first
think
show.
she will. I think she will. She's very charming.
I think she can
And
make
she's
some good
pretty.
moves, but I wouldn't be as afraid of working with her because I think she's gonna like kind of like Parvati when Russell teamed up with
Hmm.
Parvati. I think
Yeah.
that Dee needs allies, so she's
Hmm.
not gonna have as much power to betray you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true. But I still think she's just too good.
Yeah, reputation precedes her, and she's not the
Hmm.
only one because then we go to the orange team, and well, firstly, we have Savannah, who coming into this season, they were asked who's a friend and who's a foe. And Savannah by far got listed as a foe by the most amount of people. I think it was damn near the whole cast that was
Hmm.
afraid of her because Savannah reveals that she won season 49. And I know you were not a fan of that, right?
Mm-mm.
So Sophie B recently did a podcast for Rob is a podcast, and she revealed that Savannah winning had already been leaked, and that like in the Survivor community. And that was, and they had planned, they had, the three of them had talked about it, that they were going to pretend like Rizzo and Savannah were not friends, and they were going to pretend that Rizzo got out at fire and that Savannah got cut at fifth. But once it started circulating that Sav won, they had no choice. Savannah had to reveal that she won. And to that I say the season 49 cast are assholes. You're assholes for doing that because I can guarantee you it wasn't Sophie, it wasn't Savannah, and it wasn't Rizzo that leaked that she won. I guarantee you that what happened was there was probably people that were going on 50 or thought they were going on 50 or had friends going on 50 and they wanted to know something about Savannah and Rizzo and they probably reached out to other people on 49 and they probably were like, "What can you tell me?" And someone probably leaked it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Sage.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like people are saying, "Oh, it was Rizzo." It was not Rizzo. Rizzo and Savannah and Sophie, the three of them are very fucking tight. Okay, like so if Savannah didn't have to go back to Atlanta, she would have been at Rizzo's party on Wednesday. So it was not them. I just, to me, it's giving. It was one of the people Savannah beat, and to me, that's just really shitty that you're fucking over your own castmates before the game even starts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But didn't she say, well, I only know what I saw on the episode, and she said that nobody knew. So
Well,
I'm
I
confused.
I think that they were instructed not to talk about anything off the show. I don't think that they would have I don't think that they were allowed to talk about pre-gaming or things going on in the alumni world because it breaks the fourth wall a little too much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it's the
Well,
same
as a
way.
viewer, I thought it was dumb that she told them. But anyways,
Yeah.
she can go.
I think in a way I don't think it's dumb though. And I'll tell you why. If you didn't win the season and you were brought back, that tells me you must have been a crazy ass player. If you're
Mm-hmm.
brought back as a winner, there could be the aspect of, oh, okay, maybe they just wanted to have the reigning champ back. Like, you
Hmm.
know what I mean?
But she was a crazy ass player.
They don't know that though.
Mm, true.
Mhm. If she won and she's just very likable, then they could think, oh, maybe she just won kind of like Kenzie because Kenzie's very likable. But with Rizzo, there's this huge question mark because Rizzo is like, I'm the Riz God in the little preview, and he
Hmm.
didn't win. So they don't know what he did. He could be like Russell Hantz for all they know.
True.
Hmm. So then we have Jenna, who I know you are not a fan of. Um,
Okay, I was a fan, but then she had my girl's name in her mouth. I said, girl, you gotta go.
okay, there's a lot of controversy with this because Jenna, who spoiler alert, got eliminated, was saying in her exit interview that Christian started the name. That Christian said we need to get Suri out. I don't know if I believe that entirely.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. Just
What
based off her confessionals, I don't know if I believe that. I think she's just trying to add another narrative in there.
what I think happened was I think she always wanted Suri.
A hundred percent.
She said in her preseason interview that she wanted Suri.
And she said in her damn confessional, like,
Yeah.
girl.
I think that she wanted Suri, and I think
Mhm,
that Christian knew she wanted Suri. So Christian fed into it,
mhm,
and apparently what he did was, I'm gonna sit next to who I think is a threat, and then he sat next to Suri and gave Jenna like a wink. I think that Christian just kind of put a battery in Jenna's back to put a target on herself
mhm,
because if Jenna's over here making an asshole out of herself, now you've got Christian,
mhm,
Devins, and Emily who are a tight three because of Rob is a podcast, which we talked about that. You didn't know that. And I think most fans don't know that. They all play like Blood on the Clock Tower and some bullshit on Rob is a podcast. But
mhm,
by letting Jenna go, now you have a tribe of seven and you're 3 out of 7. You're damn near majority. And then you've got easy targets lined up, Savannah and
mhm.
Sari and Ozzy. So I think it was a fantastic move on
I thought
Christian's
it was
part.
great.
Yeah. It was very smart. This was
Mhm.
where I really started to see Christian as like a contender to win the whole competition.
I can't believe it took you that moment. Okay, the first time you played, I'm like, you got this. You
Well,
got this. And then he
he
got
just
got.
he wasn't able to take control of the game his first go around. He was just
But
always
he was
a
still
target.
good.
No, he
He was
was
still
good.
so good. I was rooting for him.
I was too,
I
but
was rooting for him to win, and then they he just got.
well, I got to give him credit because he made me like Rick Devens. I could
True.
not stand Rick Devens on Edge of Extinction, and I actually kind of like their dynamic.
Yet their dynamic is so cute. They're so cute.
What was sending me into orbit was it was like really wholesome. Like you've got
Yeah.
Rick Devens in his confessional worried that Christian is putting on a farce and that he can't trust
Mhm.
and that Christian not that he doesn't trust Christian, but he's worried that Christian doesn't trust him. And then you
Yeah.
go to Christian being like, I love Rick Devens. Who doesn't love Rick Devens? Rick Devens is amazing. I would suck Rick Devens' dick. Like
Okay, he did not say that. You're doing
it
the
felt
most.
like, bro, it felt like it. It felt like that's where he was going. I think he wants to take a ride on that rocket ship, just like a little
No, he
bit.
does not. He has a full baby on the way. Stop. Don't
No,
do my
no, he
Christian
already.
like that.
No, didn't he say he already has a baby?
Oh, yeah, he just had a baby.
Yeah,
Sorry. He just had
I
a
know.
baby.
I'm just kidding, but
No,
it
he do
was
not. He
it
just
was
really
very.
likes the guy, and I like them together.
They're very cute. Even Devins, I'm telling you, Devins did not win this shit because Devins has been on Twitter dragging Jenna. Uh,
As he should, because I would be
yeah,
dragging that ass too, bitch.
he's
And you're gonna
really
call me a
funny.
bitch, bitch?
he has a lot of really funny moments. I want to say that he clocked Coach about being MAGA on Twitter one time a few years ago. I don't
Ooh.
remember, but I remember Devon's clocking somebody about being MAGA.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know. I wasn't a fan of Devon's on Edge of Extinction, but I do like him here. And so Devon's and Christian are clearly together, and they show that Christian and oh no, it was I think it was Devon's that well, but they showed both Christian and Devon's have a thing with Emily. They didn't sh I feel like they need to let the fourth wall come down a little bit because they have a relationship because of Rob as a podcast.
They will not. They will not mention RHAP on there.
But they
Sorry.
really
They won't.
should. Like
They won't.
they had Asia from Rob as a podcast go on. She flopped, but it was definitely a major part of her character. Like people recognized her from Rob as a podcast. Um, and Rob as a podcast has done a lot for the Survivor community. Keep it really kept it alive, I feel. And if you can't have Rob on here, I feel like that's a way you could kind of pay homage. Like, thank you for supporting the Survivor community for so long. Here's a little shout out that these alumni got
I don't
connected
think
through
that will
you.
happen. Like,
No,
as
probably
much
not,
as it should, like, that won't happen.
which is a shame. But one thing Jenna talked about in her exit interview was that her whole tribe had like
Why are we bringing up her
connection.
exit interview now?
Well, no, because I'm saying that on this Orange tribe, you have Emily, Devins, and Christian are three. And then you've
Mm-hmm.
got Ozzy and Sari, who we
Mm-hmm.
see are locked in as number ones, which was a little
Mm-hmm.
shocking to me that they had a whole heart to heart moment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so now they're together. So that's five people on this tribe that are already locked into an alliance. And you've got Savannah, Joe, and Jenna who are on the outs from
Mm-hmm.
get-go. I don't know if it was a wise decision on like the tribe division, whoever comes up with tribe divisions. I don't know if it was a wise choice.
Well, I don't know, but I'm fine with it.
Because the people you like are safe.
Yeah, they're safe. They're together. They're still in the game. They're working together. So I'm in heaven.
I'm dead. Um, uh, last thing I'll say on the orange team is, and I know you love the orange team, is Emily talked a little bit about not being on the bottom this time, and she was expecting being on the bottom. I thought this was really cute. I like returnee seasons because you get moments
So
like
happy
this
for her.
where people have a totally different experience from their first go around. And I'm interested to see how she plays being in a power position instead of having to constantly fight to stay in control of the game.
I think it's gonna be epic as long like I like that they're aware of everybody's threat level, but they're not like, oh, I need to get you out now. I need to get you out
Yes,
right now. Like,
it's
no,
smart.
get them out later. Okay?
Yes,
You need these people right now to get rid of everybody else.
exactly. I definitely wouldn't say that there's anyone on this season that's not a threat, but there's definitely
Hmm.
people that have a larger threat level. And we've
Hmm.
seen in seasons past when you take out the big targets immediately, all of the lower tier players just dominate the rest of the season. So I would hope that they are smart enough to not do that.
I think they are, especially
Yeah.
Christian, because he got sense.
He got lots of
He
sense.
got the most sense, and that's why I love him so much.
Yes. So going on to Vaunt 2, this tribe, I think we have the best understanding of where the alliances are.
Hmm.
So a four has come together. I did not expect this four.
Me
You
either. Me
Kyle,
either.
Colby, Stephanie, and Genevieve. Whoa.
Hmm.
Colby and
What a weird
Stephanie.
combo.
Honestly, though, it's not.
It's
Like,
weird, but it works.
it's unexpected because I would have thought Colby and Stephanie. Well, actually, no, I'm thinking more about it. But I would have thought on paper that Colby and Stephanie, old school players, would have been afraid of like the new era players. But when
Hmm.
you take away the difference of old era versus new era, they're all kind of similar players. They're all strong at challenges. They're all I mean, Genevieve's not ba built on loyalty, but like Kyle was pretty built on loyalty, like Colby and Steph. And they're all very rational thinkers. So
Do
I'm
we
pretty,
really feel like Kyle's built on loyalty or he's built on not hurting people's feelings?
I would say he's built on both, but probably more not hurting people's feelings.
Because I get that he just didn't want to hurt people's feelings, not that he wanted to be loyal.
Well, I think he was loyal though on his
I
first
mean,
season.
like, yeah, but I feel like it mostly had to do with people's feelings.
Well, that's a part of it. I mean,
I don't know.
that was his motivation for being loyal. At the end of the day, he did like get his whole alliance to the top six.
True.
Like he kept Mitch and Camilla safe, even though they weren't technically in his in crowd. And
Hmm.
he didn't really start betraying anyone until it was like down to the wire, and he had to cut Shaheen. And then Camilla, he had no choice with that because Camilla wanted to turn against him anyway.
Hmm.
So I was very impressed by Kyle and Genevieve because I think on paper they both came into the season with very large targets.
Hmm.
So getting in an alliance that quick was fast. But we see that Genevieve's target's not completely gone because there is someone in the game that has clocked her and immediately is out to get her. Aubrey. I don't know what the fuck Aubrey is doing.
I don't know what she's doing. Like, sis, she should be working with her, not against her, but okay.
Right. It was kind of like watching Rachel Lamont and Genevieve on season
Hmm.
47 where they both knew where they stood. It felt like Aubrey watched that moment and is like, "You know what? I'm going to have that dynamic with Genevieve." But I don't understand why.
Yeah, I didn't understand why either. It was very random.
On paper, I feel like they're very similar players
Hmm.
and they would get along great. Um,
Hmm.
I want to say they're also around the same age. Maybe Aubrey's a little bit older. Um, I don't know. It's like that was Aubrey's chance to get in the majority. They needed because they said they needed a fifth person.
Hmm.
So it felt like a missed opportunity on Aubrey's part.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it just felt like, why is this happening?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you remember on Edge of Extinction, Aubrey was on the bottom immediately in her tribe, not just because she
Hmm.
was a returning player, but because the newbies were all clocking, she would say the exact same thing to everyone. Oh, I want
Hmm.
us to have a dialogue. Oh, I see a lot of myself in you. Like just saying the same disingenuous shit to everybody. And this kind of felt like another moment of that. And it made me be like, why is she even here?
Yeah, I don't know. She gives me lone wolf vibes. She's always given me lone wolf vibes.
Yeah, she is a lone wolf, but I don't know how that's gonna work on an action-packed season. Um, and Kyle said it in his exit interview. If his tribe had lost, Aubrey was going home unanimously.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what Aubrey's doing. So the journey, they come back from the journey, and Q and Ozzy have a dilemma. They get to go back to camp, but only one person gets to keep their vote. And
Hmm.
not only do they keep their vote, but they also get an extra vote. The other person gets supplies. Or
Yeah.
hold on. So was it that both got supplies,
Yeah. No, 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 no. Well,
or was only
you
one
had
got
already
supplies?
won supplies and the flint when they got the bonfire. They got everything. So
Yes.
technically, Q didn't need it.
Oh, so they had to decide who got the supply. Only one would get the supplies, and then one got the vote. But one person could get both. Is that what it is?
Yes. So
Okay.
you get
That
the
was where the
supplies
confusion
and
was.
you get the vote and the other person loses their vote.
Because the way I took it was that if you lost your vote, you got to get the supplies. And then if you got to keep your vote, then you didn't get supplies. But I
No, you
guess it
get
was
both.
you could do both.
Yeah, you get both.
So, okay, on paper, I think that people would say Q made a bad choice. I think Q made a great choice.
He didn't need it.
Yeah, he didn't need his vote, but also he didn't well, I think he did need his vote, but he didn't need the pot or he didn't need the supplies. So
Mhm.
by him giving it to Ozzy, it's, it's building trust.
Yeah.
But it was funny seeing Ozzy talk in his confessional as if he was manipulating Q. and that he was showing he can do strategy, which I mean, great for Ozzy that he on his fifth try understands he
Mhm.
needs to have strategy.
Mhm.
It's a little late. Like this feels like something you should be saying on your second go around, not your fifth.
Yeah.
Um, but I can't believe he's a five-time player the way he's acting. But I don't think that Ozzy convinced Q. I think Q knew what he was gonna do, and he just
100%.
went with it.
100%. He knew he didn't need it. That he would be fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, probably hindsight is 2020 after the fact.
Well, there's no way of him knowing that Kyle
Yeah.
would get medevaced and that Colby would lose his vote. Like you can never predict these things, but
I know. It sucks.
yeah. And some people don't. How do you feel about people losing their vote?
I don't like it. I think it's bullshit.
I'm back and forth with it. I feel like I like it, but I don't like it all the time. I don't think there should be a situation where like half the tribe doesn't have a vote.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I I like stealer votes more than I like someone losing their vote because they decided to go on a journey.
I can agree with that. I feel like there should be a little bit more control when you're
Mhm.
losing a vote. Like there should always be a choice. Like you can risk your vote, not like, oh, you went on a journey, you lost your vote. I
Mhm.
that I don't like. But then again, if they had won the challenge, then they wouldn't have had the possibility of losing their vote.
Mhm.
So I
True.
don't know. It's a double-edged sword.
Mhm.
So more camp life. Okay, this is where, oh my God, there's so much shit going on. If you are still with us, by the way, thank you. I know this is a little bit longer. There's so much to cover. Um,
Mhm.
Johnson in the chat, thank you for tuning in. I have seen your comments, by the way. I agree with you on Mike White's sob story being really weird. Um, but thank you to everyone that is watching us. I just want to throw that out there. And if you haven't, like and subscribe, share with your friends. Okay, so let's go to camp life again. Ugh. So, all right. So I guess we'll start with Pink Vatu. So Q comes back and he doesn't tell anyone he lost his vote except for Kyle,
That
and
was
that
a good decision.
is great decision.
That was an amazing decision on his part. I really thought he was gonna fuck up and tell some random motherfucker, and then that
Yeah.
motherfucker's gonna tell everybody on the whole fucking tribe.
This is where I felt like Q has a great understanding of his social setting.
He
And like,
definitely grew. He grew, and
yes,
I'm proud. I'm proud.
yes. I think that Kyle was probably going to be like the easiest person for him to bond with just because they did play so close, like so closely in proximity to each other, and they're
Hmm.
also around the same age and they both were are into sports. So
Hmm.
I thought this was, and even like I feel like Q is a little bit more of a chaotic version of Kyle, if that
Yep,
makes
they
sense.
balance each other out. They're like yin and yang.
Yes. And this worked out great for him because Kyle is the person that started this for. And now
Hmm.
that Q is there, Q hasn't been there the whole day. So it makes sense that he would slip in as a fifth person in an alliance that already was there.
Hmm.
We didn't have a chance to bring you in yet, Q. Like we want you here in.
Yeah, it
So
was great.
officially we have Colby, Kyle, Stephanie, Genevieve, and Q as a five. I really like this five.
Hmm.
It's great.
I
So that would
liked it. I liked it until I watched that fucking video of Stephanie. But anyways,
Oh, what was
bye.
what? Oh, the video of the canceled thing.
And I know they don't know anything about it.
Well,
I
this
was getting
was
mad. I was like, really, Kyle? Really, Genevieve? Why you gotta work with
well,
them?
she didn't film that until after she came back.
That's crazy.
So
Crazy.
the thing with that video, because I am a Jewish person, is so if y'all don't know, Eliza put out this whole thing about Stephanie being MAGA and being like anti-Semitic, while
Hmm.
Stephanie is already out there on the island. So Stephanie had no chance of defending herself. And on top of that, Eliza, I look you kind of side-eyed because you put this behind a paywall. Like if you really cared, you wouldn't have put it behind a paywall. So Stephanie comes back and she finds out what happened, like that Eliza did this. She sends Eliza this message, reading the fuck out of her. I actually giggled at it, I'm not gonna lie. She ended it by just saying, bitch. But Stephanie then made a video, um, and she phrased things the worst possible way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she said, and this is coming from you when you're Jewish and you own 20% of the wealth in America or something. I was like, oh my God. And Stephanie, it's like, oh my God, that's like the worst thing you could have said. But Stephanie came out after and she was trying to say that she got off train of thought and she stopped speaking mid-sentence and it just made it look really bad. And I guess what she was trying to say was that Eliza is Jewish but doesn't support Jewish people. I think it was kind of a Zionist thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is a whole nother can of worms. So I think that Stephanie wasn't trying to be anti-Semitic. I think she just was being a Zionist, which honestly might kind of be worse. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's still bad no matter which way you put it, but I didn't take that she doesn't like Jewish people. I took it more as she misspoke and she's trying to be for Israel, but girl, like it's still kind of wrong. It's still you're still in the wrong. Um it's kind
Man.
of like oh my God, I don't know if I ever told you this story, but remember, you know who I used to be friends with?
Save this story for off stream.
No, but it's really quick. She was mentioning Nicaragua and she stopped speaking halfway through Nicaragua. And what do you think that sounds like if you don't finish Nicaragua? And she said this while a person was pulling up in the toll booth. So they thought she was saying the N-word. So it kind of felt like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I think it's a very strong alliance that they got going on.
Yeah, really good alliance.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of the fashion show that they did.
I loved it. I was dying of laughter with Kyle in the motherfucking tube top.
Yeah, that was funny. That was cute.
I'm like, what the fuck? And the Q skirt making a comeback. I don't know. I liked it.
Oh, I forgot there
It
was the
was
cute
cute.
skirt. I only remembered the Genevieve moment with her
Oh,
doing
with her
the
jacket.
yeah, that was all I remembered. And then because I mean, mind you, I was watching this premiere with a bunch of people, so I wasn't always looking at the screen. But I
Hmm.
remember what it's I just remembered the Colby and Rizzo interaction that happened right
Hmm.
after that. But yeah, the fashion show was cute. I forgot about that. So
Yeah.
Colby and Rizzo have a complete 180 and they start bonding like their father and son.
Hmm.
I thought this was kind of cute. I know that you weren't a fan of this, right?
I mean, I thought it was cute. And then it made me look at Colby like, you're a good looking guy, actually.
Yeah. I
But
liked Colby in this moment.
yeah, I really liked him.
Hmm.
Nice stand-up guy.
I don't know if it's because I was there with Rizzo, like
Hmm.
in the room with him.
Yeah.
Um, but I started to tear up during this interaction.
A
Um,
child, can I just say one thing?
what?
Rizzo, 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 Rizzo. I'm gonna need you to stop crying like that.
He is crying a lot. Emma, he
You
is
need to
crying a
stop
lot.
crying like that. And like, I don't know, it's just an ugly cry and it's not cute. And I need him to stop. Like,
But
please, for the love of God.
but I think it is good for his game. I think when you are
I
that
mean, it's good for his
emotional.
game, but like, I don't know. I don't want to see it. It's just kind of cringe for me. I'm like,
But
damn.
but that's his thing. He is cringe. I think that Rizzo represents all of the Survivor fans on this. Like that's what he is. He was a
Mhm.
fan. He said 3 months before he was on the season, and
Yeah.
now he's here playing with all these people he's loved. So I think in a way that's why he's back, and
Yeah.
it makes sense. But I think what got me emotional was just he really fucks with his family. He loves his
Hmm.
family so much. His family was there. And you got to think he literally had 1 week between 49 and 50. So he's spending all this time away from his family. And
Hmm.
now it's like you got Colby here who's maybe acting like that. And he's probably someone that Rizzo has looked up to since he was a little kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I also thought it was very sweet on Colby's part to be like, "Hey, I'll watch out for you." you got to think Rizzo doesn't know any of these people, so him and Savannah are a huge disadvantage. And you've got someone being like, "Hey, I'll look out for you." Like that's emotionally, like that's great. So, the immunity challenge. I don't think we really need to. Oh, actually, we do need to talk about the immunity challenge. Um, it's an obstacle course. We get to the wall climbing part. Kyle gets fucked up pretty bad.
I felt so bad.
Yeah. You know what's
Felt
the
so
worst part
bad.
about it?
I'm glad that they went down there and they lifted that man up. I'm so glad.
Well, the worst part about it is that apparently Kyle had already gotten to the top. He went
Mhm.
back down to help Colby.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So uh,
That's fucked.
that makes it worse, honestly.
He went down to help his teammate and
And
fucked up his leg.
that's why I say like I'm sorry if I don't
That's a
give
nice
100.
guy.
No, it really is. But it's like, I'm sorry, if I don't give all to a challenge like that, it's because I don't want to get medevaced. Getting medevaced on an immunity challenge is not worth it to me. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
no.
you're gonna get like 50% out of me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would rather be a cheerleader, like, yeah, you could do it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go run down there and get you. I'm sorry.
No, I wouldn't do all that. Um, I didn't think it was that big a deal though when I saw his injury. He kind of just was like hobbling a bit. I was surprised like when it was like, no, this is a pretty bad injury. I was like, oh damn. Um, did you notice that when Q was helping him back up, Kyle's balls were all up in Q's face? I felt so bad
I
for him.
didn't even take that in.
Well, they're talking. I didn't take it in at first either, but Twitter has been posting about it.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
And
I didn't take that in.
it's
I
been
took
like the
it
thing that's
as,
been
yeah,
shared the
he's
most.
helping this man get up.
Yeah. I so Kyle wasn't the only person that had a disaster in this challenge. Suri was fucking up that I think it was called a monkey ball, whatever the fuck they were calling it. She was fucking it up bad. Like she single-handedly lost the challenge for her
My
team.
good sis. My good sis.
It
I don't know
was
what to say. She needs to just sit out of all the challenges.
No, she needs to sit out, chat. Like, you know what this was it reminded me of so much on Game Changers when
Mhm.
she was gonna be sent home if her tribe lost. And I remember they kept panning to her as her tribe was about to lose the challenge, and you just see this dread on her face. Like, come on, you gotta win or I'm fucked. And I saw
Mhm.
that exact same facial expression on her in this challenge when her team lost.
Oh my God. It was so
She's
bad.
she was like, well,
It was so fucking bad.
it was really bad. Like it wasn't even close. Her tribe had no chance of winning. So, would that have been enough if you were in the game? Would that have been enough for you to send Suri home?
If I was in the game playing with Sarit, yeah, no. That bitch is staying. Sorry. She may not be good at challenges, but she's good at everything else. Sorry. She's staying. And if I
I
can't win, I will push you to win, sis.
honestly, you know who needs to be voted off? The person that put her in that station of the challenge. Who put her to do the monkey toss or whatever it was called? The
I have no idea.
I don't know who the fuck put her in that spot, but whoever did is a dumbass and should be voted off. Suri should have been on the puzzle.
Yeah, she's good at puzzles.
Yeah, she can eat a puzzle up. So Sia loses, and they're about to go to tribal council. Oh, we're not going to talk about it too much, but I am remiss to mention I did skip over a part. Dee, Tiffany, and Camilla have an alliance. Jonathan just says he wants to get Dee out again. Jonathan and Coach have an alliance. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, let's go to Sia. So the vote is first on Suri. Jenna wants Suri out. That's what she's sticking with. She has this really awkward conversation with Ozzy about flipping on Suri. And
Mhm.
Ozzy is horrible at lying. Like he's like, "Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see." So, uh and Jenna's like, "Okay, whatever. Like I can't trust you."
Mhm.
So, there was a moment where Suri was just standing by herself in the water. and she was watching everyone else talking, I felt so bad for her.
Me too.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. I wanted to cry. I'm like, girl, I know you're hurting right now, but you need to get in the field. Make sure that those motherfuckers don't vote you the fuck out.
Hmm. I mean, you got
To
to
put
think
on
of
that
her.
Sari magic that you got.
Yeah. Honestly, Sari doesn't got to do a whole lot to keep herself
Hmm.
in the game. She just has to make good relationships and people will want to keep her.
She's good
Um,
at making things make sense for her and for the
yes.
person that she's talking to.
I feel like with Sari, it probably was running through her mind. I'm a legend. I've done all these other shows. I won the Traders. I did Aussie versus the World, blah, blah, blah. I'm about to come in here with all of these expectations of me doing well, and I'm going to go home first on season 50.
I know that would have been embarrassing as shit. I would have been like, cancel the season. I'm done.
Yeah, I think it would have been a disaster if she was first voted
But
out.
honestly, I don't think production would allow her to go out like that. No shade.
I don't think they would have had a chance. Oh,
They would not let her go out like that.
oh,
Mm-mm.
Sari,
That's embarrassing.
you got a magic idol. The Billy Boomerang idol got sent to you.
Mhm. They would have found something.
Yeah.
Because she's bringing in ratings too.
Oh, easily. She's definitely her, Mike White, and Ozzy are probably the biggest draws for this season.
For
So
sure.
Ozzy is over here trying to protect her, and he's doing a horrible job. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, he probably hurt her by campaigning so hard. He made it so obvious that they were a duo, which made
Mhm.
people start to consider maybe we should, vote Suri off. Like, I got what he was saying. He was saying that Jenna's an unpredictable player, which and she can't be played around. I disagree with that. I think Jenna can be played around.
Christian said that, not Ozzy.
Well, Ozzy said it first, then Christian backed it up and
Mm.
rationalized it. Ozzy said it in Ozzy language. Christian put it into like common sense language.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. But
No, but it's true.
yeah.
She would have been running around camp creating all these damn targets, spitting all these names
Yeah.
rather than having unity, which is what you need.
Yeah. Sari, honestly, the best move for her was to rely, like she said in her confessional, to rely on the relationships she built and trust them that they will work out.
Yep.
Yeah. If she
She did
started
just that.
Yeah, honestly, if you start running around, it makes you look like you don't trust people. And that's
Mhm.
what I think Jenna's problem was. I think that people didn't think Jenna trusted them because she was running around so much.
Mhm.
But Ozzy is so bad at strategy and social game.
He needs to just
Emily,
shut up. He needs to
but
shut up.
Emily suggested them flip the vote on Ozzy.
I thought that was smart.
I did too.
I'm like, yeah, keep my queen.
Yes. I think that Suri was never an option.
Yeah, no.
I think that the only people that wanted Suri out was Savannah and Jenna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
Hmm. So, uh, Ozzy, like, if they had voted Ozzy out first,
That would have been a gag.
it would have been a gag. And could you imagine,
But I
like,
don't think production would let that happen either.
I don't think they care as much about Ozzy.
I feel like they do. You don't bring someone back 5 motherfucking times and
No,
go there.
CBS loves Ozzy, not
Hmm.
production. I remember vividly that on Game Changers, Jeff Probst said he was not the one that wanted Ozzy back. It was CBS that wanted Ozzy back. So,
Interesting.
I don't think that production. I think production does like Ozzy, but I don't think they're as in love with him as CBS is. That's just my
Hmm.
take. But
I mean, I agree with that. I'm not in love with Ozzy. Like, I like him, but I'm not in
yeah,
love with him like I am Suri.
I was
I
starting
mean,
to
I
want.
should be in love with him, but I'm just not.
This episode made me like him more than I have.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I liked him way more on this one episode than I did all of last season he was on.
Hmm.
But
I agree.
it's kind of embarrassing that you're that good at challenges and the team is willing to not
But
keep you.
he's also stubborn. He's
He's
so
very stubborn.
stubborn. And he needs to, he's not a fluid player.
Not at all. He's gender
And that's
fluid, but
that's
not
what
player
that's what
fluid.
he needs to work on. He needs to work on his fluidity.
And that's what Cerise's got to teach him. But my
Yeah.
thing is, you're on your fifth go and you haven't learned this yet. This is something you learned your second time or your third time. How the fuck are you on your fifth time and you're playing like a second time player? It's very
That just shows you how stubborn he is.
Yeah, it took 20 goddamn years to actually learn how to play the game. So
Mm-hmm.
going into tribal, it's either Jenna, Ozzy, or Sari going home. And something in me was like, Sari's not going home. I was like,
Same. I'm like, she can't go home. This is impossible.
I didn't think because there was
Jenna's going home.
never there was never any like actual conversation shown where they were considering Sari other
Mm-hmm.
than Jenna and Savannah. The others, it was like, okay, we could do Jenna, Sari, but actually, what if we did Ozzy instead? So I was expecting either Jenna to go unanimously or Ozzy would go, but Jenna and Sari and Ozzy would have been left out the vote.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a gag. Because
That would have been.
Emily was right. You should keep in two people that don't like each other.
Yeah. It would have
So,
been great for TV.
oh yeah, and it would have been great for their alliance because you've got two people feuding with each other and they're not going to team up. So now your team, your three are going to move forward. So, Tribal Council, I loved this Tribal Council set that they made.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Jenna
It
said that it was sad.
She said it was sad.
She said that the set felt sad. She literally said that at Tribal. And
Oh,
I'm
she
like,
did say
sad?
that.
She's sad? Yeah, probably sad because your ass is leaving.
She probably meant, yeah, she probably meant like it seemed like maybe a funeral. Like it seemed like, oh, it's very dreary, like someone's gonna go. But
Yeah.
it's a very poor choice of words because that could be interpreted as like sad, like pathetic.
Hmm. No, it was nice. It was a nice setup.
Yeah. What I really liked was that all of the music cues they had tonight were paying homage to the original seasons. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it was really good. I
Yeah.
saw on Twitter everybody was posting, "Ooh, remix, remix."
Yeah, I was talking to Sophie about it and she was like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "The music while they were voting is from the like the is it's the music they were using the first 20 seasons until they
Mhm.
changed it around like I think right after Hero and Villain."
They
Um
should have never changed it.
yeah, I think we were talking about this that what I really like about the old seasons is when you have calmer music, like the older music is very like calm, almost like a funeral march.
Hmm.
It makes the stakes feel a lot higher than like
Do
no
they
no no
hear
no
music
no.
at Tribal? Or there's no music? It's just for the edit.
Oh, there's no music when you're at
Oh.
tribal. It's just edited in.
Okay.
But wouldn't that be that actually would be sick if they had
So
live.
when they go to vote, there's no music playing. They're just
No.
sitting in silence.
No, if there was music it would
They
fuck up
should
the
put
audio.
music so that they could feel like anxiety.
Well, they probably feel anxiety from sitting there. Like
It would
they
make them
sit
more anxious.
the voting takes a long time.
Hmm.
But I think wouldn't it be cool if they brought in some natives or people dressed like natives and they had them playing the tribal music right there in front of
Like,
everyone?
oh well, they don't do that. They do that at finale, but it's not like tribal people. It's just like an
No.
orchestra.
Yeah, but it would be epic. It would add to it. And then they could have flames go up. I don't know. I think that would be cool. And they got the budget to do it.
Yeah.
Um, so Jenna talked about the very first tribal council, which I've watched some of Borneo. I've never watched it all the way through, but I didn't realize they had to like ring a gong when they walked in. And
Oh wow.
they showed the original tribal council set, and I was like, damn, we have come a long way from the first ever season of the show.
Hmm.
Um, and then they get to the vote, and one thing that stuck with me before the vote was that Joe said he wanted the vote to be solid so that they can come in next time with a clean slate. To me, that's a cop out. It's like, okay, you just want no drama the first challenge. That's what it's giving.
Hmm. He's a sheep.
He is. Joe is like a fucking buzzkill.
I know Shade. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I
Yeah.
don't like Joe.
Joe's just like the guy at the party that's like, all right, guys, let's just not drink tonight. Let's just, let's just chat and play board games. Like, the fuck?
Like
Major
he knew
buzzkill.
he wanted Suri and didn't write Suri. So you're no shade, you're a bitch. You're a sheep. So I am
Not a
not rooting for
not a
you.
bitch.
Yeah, you're bitch made.
It's
You don't stand on business. And you're gonna bring up the fact that you were played by Camilla and Kyle. Bye.
like you gotta let
Bye.
that
So
go.
clearly that lets me know that you're gonna play the exact same way you played last time. Bye.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna change. He's too old to change.
Now he's too old to change.
No,
I'm
he's
weak.
way too someone his age is not changing. He's 45 years old. He knows what works for him. That's gonna be who he is the rest of his life. So the voting we they do the voting. I thought Cerie's confessional was really cool. She was like, I
Hmm.
never sent for you. I never came for you.
And
So
she
you
never
should have
even
never sent
wanted
for
her
me.
out.
No, I think that if Jenna said nothing, I feel like Savannah would have been the vote.
100% it should have been Savannah. 100%.
Yeah, you got someone that won, like easy out.
She's a dummy.
Bam.
No shade. Jenna did that to her damn self. I don't care what anyone
I
says.
I do understand why Jenna wouldn't want Savannah out because like she said, Savannah and Joe were the only people that were not connected on the tribe. But do you want to go home? Like,
Exactly. You want to be on the bottom of the three or you want to work with the
yeah.
five?
Sari being your choice was just not a good choice. People have tried coming for Sari at the first tribal council many times. Aussie versus the world, Micronesia, hero villain. It never fucking works.
Hmm.
So Jenna ends up getting voted out, 7 versus 1. Oh, Colin, who we know from I Love Money, puts in the chat that Joe is the new era Rupert.
No, he's not. Are you dumb?
He is not the new
No,
era
he's
Rupert.
not. Robert is so likable, and Robert would
Rupert.
never. Oh, sorry. Rupert would never bring up a crock of shit about we need to bring up a clean slate and talk about oh we need to get Suri out, but doesn't stand on fucking business. No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm fucking weak. So, all
no.
right. So Jenna's
I
gone,
disagree.
7-1. I didn't want Jenna to go because she is the person we have gone the longest without seeing. And I don't like seeing the old school, the OGs go home first because I feel like it discourages old school players to come back. But I'm not mad because she did it to herself.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. I don't feel no sorry to that
No.
girl. Sorry, you did it to your damn self.
Yeah.
My good sis Suri did not want to fucking uh boot you out. She would have
No.
worked with you. She works with everybody. But when you come for the queen, sorry, your ass gotta go.
Jenna should have taken the approach. If Jenna said she knew that they were together. Like, if you were so
Like,
confident about that, why didn't you go to Joe, Savannah, and then bring in Ozzy and Sari as old schoolers? You would have had five majority, and you could have said these three are clearly friends with each other. Christian, Devins, and Emily. Let's send one home. Let's send home Rick Devins.
mhm.
Christian may have been a hard sell. Emily maybe would have been a hard sell.
Honestly, she's
Yeah.
probably just intimidated by Suri. Let's call a spade a spade.
Oh yeah, she said that she wanted to make a statement. I think that she wanted to come out kind of like on All
Making a
Stars.
statement is knowing, is having awareness that, yeah, that bitch is motherfucking queen. But you know what? I'm gonna keep my friends close and my enemies motherfucking closer. And she
Well,
didn't do that.
well, it worked for her on All Stars. She started All Stars by saying we're getting all the winners out, making a statement, and it worked, and it got her to the top three. It's not going to work on this season. So she's gone. Uh, we would be remiss to say that she has not been giving sore loser in her exit interview.
Oh, 100%. Sore loser vibes.
Major sore loser. Like she's been saying that she had no shot because of the pregame alliances. She said that she's blaming everything on Christian. My thing is, Jenna, I do believe that Christian played her. I do
Mhm.
believe that. But I also think there was room for you to navigate, even as someone that's not there. You weren't the only person that Savannah literally had no connection to the Survivor community. She's a former winner. She stayed
Mhm.
over you. Like there was room for you to wiggle. It's just you were so focused on Sari that you let it blind you and sent you home. Uh,
Mhm.
she did say too, if they invited her back, she would come back. Do you want to see Jenna come back on a future
Yeah,
season?
I want to see her come back and not have tunnel vision and use some sense.
I agree. I want them to
Because I
do
think she
another.
has it in her, but like,
Mhm.
girl.
She's also not old. She's not that old. There's people that are on this season older than her, like Chrissy and Coach and
Mm.
Sari. They're all older than her. She's only 47. I think that They said something about this. Jenna thinks this might be the last season that someone from season 1 and 2 would come back. I don't. I hope not. Um, but I would like to see her come back.
I mean, if she keeps that attitude, I wouldn't want to see her back.
But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see her again.
She need to
Um,
fix her attitude.
yeah, she needs to fix her attitude, and I don't know. I don't know if they would call her back. Maybe if it's like a game changers thing, but we'll see. So I thought the episode was gonna be done, but no,
Same.
we still had an hour left at this point. I'm not gonna hold you. Well, actually, no. I think it was more like 45 minutes. I'm not gonna hold you. After that tribal council, I kind of like stopped watching for a bit. I did go back and watch it later.
Mhm.
Um, but I just walked around talking with people at the party. Uh, one thing that I was confused by, there's 24 people on this cast. I thought two tribes were going to tribal council. How the fuck did only one person get voted off in this episode?
I have no idea. I have no idea. For a 3 hour episode, there was a lot of shit to get through.
And only one person voted off. I don't even know if Kyle doesn't have his injury. I don't know if two people would have left this episode. Like
Maybe we would have had to if he
maybe.
didn't get medevaced.
Maybe they would have made it a double episode. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe. I
Um,
don't know.
I do get why they would only do one elimination for the first 3 days. Obviously, you're bringing all these legends back. You want them to have as much time as possible. So maybe next tribal, I would imagine next tribal, there's probably going to be two tribes that lose, right?
Yeah,
There
just
may
have to
there
wait and see.
there may even be around where they do all tribes have to go to tribal. You got
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
they should
bodies.
have that.
They got a lot of bodies to move in only 26 days, and they're already on day 3. So they got to make it move. So
They gotta hurry up.
I think the only oh actually there was a couple. So on the Pink Tribe, Genevieve finds the Billie Eilish boomerang idol.
Bruh.
Uh, that's exactly my reaction, bruh. I
Really?
okay. Here's my thing. If you're gonna have a celebrity, why was there no narration by Billie Eilish? Like, hey, this is Billy. I get that it's not Big Brother, so they can't have a screen and have Billie Eilish flash on the screen to be like, hey, it's me, Billie Eilish. But you couldn't have had Billie Eilish like record a message for the fans and flash on the screen. You couldn't have had Billie Eilish read the little narration aloud while Genevieve is talking, or like I don't know. You couldn't have done something with Billie Eilish. Maybe even play a song of hers while Genevieve is reading it. It was a very weird um like insertion of a celebrity.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I liked it.
I, I guess the idea is that this
I
is
didn't know if I liked it, and I don't know if I liked the power. Like I feel like it was stupid. Like no shade. I don't think she's getting that shit back.
well, I feel like it should she's probably not getting it back. I feel like this could have been like a Beware advantage instead of an idol because it really did not feel like an advantage.
Not for her.
No, it was not. I do feel like it wasn't bad. I actually kind of like the idea. I
hmm
guess the idea behind it is that, oh, in the hands of the fans voted for dynamic advan which we gotta talk about the voting as well, which oh my God. But oh, these are celebrities that are fans of the show. So now the celebrities are also fans and they are controlling the advantages. So one of the things we could vote for was whether there's idols or not. Clearly, we voted yes. Oh, I think they said that it was like pretty unanimous, which I think you voted for idols too, right?
Did I vote for idols? Yeah, I think I did because it makes the game dynamic.
Yeah, idols I'm fine with, but then here's where I had a bit of a problem with the fan voting thing. I felt like the voting was worded a certain way to manipulate the voters because
hmm
it was the three choices for advantage was no advantages, strategic advantages, and dynamic advantages. What the fuck is a dynamic advantage?
No
Like,
idea.
and the voting was close. It was like 30 something to 30 something. So it was very close. But to me, when you say dynamic advantage, it means, oh, the advantage is going to be complex. And then
Mhm.
strategic advantage, it's like something with strategy. So it's both of them don't sound the same. But I
Yeah,
feel like what the
they
difference
are the
was,
same.
yeah, but the difference was that there would be either no advantages, some advantages, or a lot of advantages.
Mhm.
It almost feels like you tricked the fans to vote for a lot of advantages because that's what dynamic advantages meant, that there was going to be
I
a
don't
bunch of
think I
them.
voted dynamic.
I don't think I did either. I think I did strategic.
Same.
So I'm fine with strategic. I feel like you should have to, if you're going to get a major power in the game, you should have to earn it,
Yep.
which the advantages they have been earning, this is only an idol. So I'm kind of fine with there being such a lack of power to this idol because all she had to do was find it. She didn't really need to do a whole lot to get it.
Yeah.
So the way it works is that she can send it to somebody, and if that person gets voted out with it, then she will get bequeathed it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that person can only play it on themselves. So it's actually not that powerful of an idol.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she decides when she's picking between people that got voted off with idols beforehand. I thought this was a dumb strategy.
Same.
It's like, yeah, they were voted off with an idol in their original season, but don't you think if they were voted off with an idol their first go around, they would be more likely to play an idol?
Mm-hmm.
It was very
I don't
weird.
know. I don't know. I didn't. Her reasoning, I was like, oh, okay, give it to Ozzy. Oh, okay. Sure. You really think he's gonna be out here on 50 making the same mistake twice? You got nothing coming.
But also, if you're not on the tribe, this is where again I feel like there had to be some kind of pre-gaming because how would she know Ozzy's a target when Ozzy is a great tribal like team player?
Unless production said something.
I don't think they did. I could you imagine? Yeah, give it to honestly, maybe they did do like a leading question like
Oh, they probably did, 100%. She gave three names and then they asked three questions.
oh, don't you think it maybe would be interesting to give it to Ozzy?
Yeah, they could have. We
Yeah.
don't.
Oh my God. So she gives it to him. Now Ozzy has an idol and an extra vote. That's a
I'm
lot of
actually happy
power.
because it benefits my girl Sabree.
It does, but he can't play the idol on Suri. He
I
can
know,
only
that's fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
but
But
he
she
still
can
has
let
one.
him know, like, yo, your name's out there. Play your motherfucking
Exactly.
idol.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel bad for Genevieve though, because she could definitely use that idol for herself.
Yeah, she needs that shit. Now that Kyle's gone, child,
Yeah.
the alliance is going down the toilet.
Yeah.
Pew!
So they have another journey, and it's Savannah, Mike, and Colby that go on it. And instantly they tell Mike to go back.
It
Wouldn't you
was a
be
waste of
pissed?
time.
Yeah, didn't you? Wouldn't you be pissed if you got sent on a journey just to have to go back?
Yeah, we mad. Like, this wasted my time.
Yeah. So Colby and not Jen, Colby and Savannah play. To me, have you ever played Tetris Tumble before?
Mhm. I literally said that on Twitter.
Yeah, it was basically Tetris Tumble. The only
Hmm.
difference was the little thing was secure. It wasn't gonna rock back and forth.
Hmm.
But it was exactly the same. I thought it was so funny that they were doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all teething from freaking Tetris.
Yeah. So I thought Savannah did great at this because she made herself very approachable and she
Hmm.
opened the door for Colby for them to maybe work together down the line.
Yeah, she did great.
Yeah. I think that was more important than keeping your vote or anything else. But
Mm.
uh, the way it worked was they had to stack these things, and whoever made the tower fall would lose their vote. And all to what they knew was that there was no advantage in play. It was just keep your vote or lose your vote. Colby's strategy was to build it as tall as he could because I don't know if you know, Savannah's like, I think she's like 5'1". She's really I haven't met her in person, but she's
Mhm.
really really short to my understanding.
I could see that. She doesn't look like a tall girl.
No, she's very short. Oh, it said she's 5 foot. She's 5'5". Yeah, that
Oh,
is
so
pretty
she's
short.
an inch shorter than me.
Oh, you're not that short.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's not as short as I don't know why people were making her out like she was a midget. Like
Well, I mean, if you're fucking 6'2" and like you're 5'6", it's still gonna be taller than you.
Yeah, that is true. Like Colby definitely had a lot of height on her. So his
Yeah, he's
strategy
a
was
tall
just
guy.
he was just gonna build it as high as he could until she couldn't
Which is
reach.
smart, but the problem
Yeah.
was his base was not secure. Like you're fucking
Yes.
playing your it's literally Jenga meets Tetris.
He needed to play the long
If your
game.
foundation is not solid, this shit gonna come tumbling down.
Exactly. That was why it was so unstable. I think if he had just built it out, he didn't even need to build it out so much. If he had just
Yeah,
built it out a little bit more, it he could have gotten it to a certain height
he could
and
have
then she
won.
would have had to DQ.
Hmm.
Um, that moment though, when he fucked up, I could see in his mind he was like, "Oh, I fucked up," and then
Yeah, he was like holding it. He was like, "Oh
he was
man,
that was
here
low
we
key
go."
cheating. I'm
Yeah,
not
because he
gonna,
was
yeah,
holding it and adjusting it. I'm like, nah, this is
I
not how you
would,
play
yeah,
it. You put it on and then you walk away.
I would have been like, judges, what is the
Yeah,
rule
no.
book on this? Because this man fully is holding this thing up.
That
Like
shit was funny.
it was really funny. It was
It's like
honestly, it was
old
like
man playing a game,
it
doesn't
was
want to lose.
it was like watching one of my students playing
Funny.
like Tetris because they do that. They like hold the thing. So he loses his vote and oh boy, we've got problems because now that majority alliance of 5 is
Hmm.
down to 3 votes, which ties the minority. Like you can't write this stuff. So Savannah keeps her vote, and
Hmm.
then, not unlike season 49, it's revealed that she secretly has an advantage. She gets to block a vote.
Hmm.
How
I
do you
don't know how
feel?
I feel about that.
I feel like it's not that powerful of an advantage.
Yeah, I think it's a waste of time.
I think extra votes and block of votes only really help in like very
It
certain
should have been a
scenarios.
steal a vote.
Steal a vote is now steal a vote is
I like
yeah.
stealing people's votes.
Steal a vote can change it. Like if you just block a vote, like if you're at a 5 to 4 disadvantage, blocking a vote only puts you at a tie. But if you
Hmm.
steal it, then you have control. So she goes back and she lies to her tribe. Um, am I
It's a
crazy for
horrible liar.
am I crazy to say I think I would have just told my tribe the truth?
Same.
Yeah. In all actuality, a block a vote is not that strong. So it's like everyone's gonna know if you have your vote, you won something. So
Hmm.
maybe you could lie. Maybe you could just say, "Oh, I didn't." You could say that I got. I don't know. What's a even weaker advantage? Maybe I got a restore a vote. So if I or someone else loses their vote, I can restore it. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
dumb. Might as well just tell the truth.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's something they did on season 45, but there's it's not like you got an idol. It's not like you got an idol nullifier or something
Hmm.
really powerful. It's just a fucking or a knowledge is power. It's just a block a vote. Who cares? I think it would have made the tribe trust her more. I think they would have wanted to bring her in as a number.
I don't think so.
Well, think about it. If Emily and Rick and Christian are a 3, they only need one more person on their side to take control of the tribe. And if they have a block a vote, they on their side, they can do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just see Savannah going out next, regardless,
Oh,
whatever power she has.
she's not making the merge. I think that if she would have told the truth, okay, now you're someone that revealed that you were a winner and you
Mhm.
reveal when you have an advantage. To me, that says you probably won the game by being honest.
Mm, I
So,
don't know.
I don't know.
I still want her to, I still want that ass.
Yeah. Just like how Q made a good move telling Kyle about his lost a vote, I think
Hmm.
that Savannah made a losing move when she didn't tell them about her block a vote.
I can agree with that.
So the last interesting thing that happened before, the ending of the episode is that Coach is furious that Ozzy threw him under the bus because Colby tells him all about it when he comes back.
Child, he needs to let that shit go. It's been 15 motherfucking years.
He
Get
was,
over it or get the fuck gone. You
well, he
know
wasn't,
what? don't even show people that you're pissed. Be like, okay, noted. I'm gonna
But
get you. Don't worry, honey. Your
but
ass is grass.
my thing is he wasn't even angry about losing to Ozzy. It wasn't that. He's angry that Ozzy basically told on him for what he did. It's like, coach, you did
But you
that.
did.
You were dishonorable. Like we didn't, no one else did that but you. Like, why are you so upset about this?
He's upset about a lot of things.
I don't know. This is where
Every single confessional, every time his ass is on the camera, he's upset about something. The only time he wasn't upset was when he came back with the fucking pot and flint. Let's be so for real.
that is true. I think
He's been
coach
showing to be an angry man.
I think he's just very
And
sensitive.
also, did he do it again? I think he did it again. He quoted Martin Luther King
Oh my
Jr.
God, he did.
again.
He did quote Martin Luther King. That was fucking
I'm
crazy.
like, huh?
I- It
He
was
stays quoting that man as if he's an angry black man. He's not even black. Like, it's crazy to me.
I was losing I was losing my mind when he said and to quote Martin Luther King, I was like, boy,
Again? I literally said again.
and he's saying this to he's saying this shit to Jonathan, who is like pretty well known to be MAGA. And like I'm
Mhm.
not saying Jonathan's racist, but I'm not saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't Jonathan called what's her name? Drea, he called her aggressive.
Oh, yes.
You
I
remember
remember
that?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he was
remember
like
that.
he
That
was
was
push
crazy.
yeah, like he was pushing back. Like you're talking to the probably the least woke person on this tribe about Martin Luther King. It's like,
Hmm.
oh my God.
Wild.
It
Wild.
it
Yeah,
was
coach just
funny.
stays mad. Like, I don't
And
know what it is.
and then he does his little Tai Chi out there. Like, give me a fucking break. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
So we get to the climax. I mean, we're sitting here with like 10 minutes left on the episode, and I'm like, okay, something's about to happen. I mean, I even looked over at like Sophie and like I think Jeremiah was sitting there like for 49, and I'm just like, this fucking episode is still going. They're like, well, I think it's kind of obvious what's about to happen. Because Sophie had already watched the episode like at the premiere, and she's just like, and I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So
Yeah. As soon as I
Kyle
saw Jeff, I'm like, oh, Kyle's leaving the game.
is game over. Honestly, once they came back to the camp and we saw him hobbling around in his dirty ass sock like it was nothing, I was like, all right, they're only showing him because he's about to go home. So apparently, so um, so Kyle gets medevaced from the game. Apparently, he was fighting with Jeff to stay. He like did not want to get to go. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, I felt bad for him too.
What confuses
It
me
was
too,
sad.
so what was it? His Achilles got torn?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess if they don't reattach it, it can become a long-term issue. So I get that they had to take him out and it wasn't his choice. And he said that he would come back. I feel like they would bring him back. What makes me sad for him is that he was apparently in a really good spot. So him leaving fucks up other people's games too.
My bad. Okay. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up with a
I
bow.
know we're almost at the end. Thank y'all for bearing with us. We had 3 hours to cover. So
Long episode.
So Kyle gets evac'd from the game and even though he tried lawyering his way out of it, apparently. He was trying to bring up the rules and all this shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, I recommend checking out his exit interview if you have not. So that is the first episode of Survivor 50. Overall, how would you rate it?
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
A
I
little
think
bit
so too.
long, but I thought it was great. I would rate it like an 8 out of 10. It was good.
I think I would do the same thing. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Really
It
good.
definitely met my expectations. I was
Mhm.
more interested in this episode and I'm more excited for next episode than I have been in years.
Same, same. It's
Yeah.
keeping my attention. The players are dynamic. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good season, hopefully.
Who would you who oh let's say it on three. Who is the superstar of the episode? One, two, three, Christian.
Oh yeah, Christian. Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm like, who's a superstar? There was kind of a bunch of stars, to be honest.
It was Christian. Christian ran the fuck out of his tribe this
Oh yeah,
episode.
he did. He did. And I'm Team Christian. So
Yeah. And hearing how badly he mind fucked Jenna, like, yeah, he's the star.
true.
Um, and then who was the weakest link this episode, do you think?
Jenna.
Yeah, I would say Jenna as well. Jenna, but you know what? No, Jenna gave us some entertainment. Um,
Okay, the weakest.
I would say Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Yeah, see, same
Aubrey.
page. Yeah, Aubrey,
Gave
because
nothing.
she gave nothing. The only thing we saw of her was that she was like making a dumbass move coming for Genevieve for no reason. It's very
Yeah,
weird.
it was weird.
Um, all right, we already said who we want to root for. So going into next episode, we saw a little bit of a preview of what's to come. The main thing that caught my eye is the Dragon Slayer versus the Dragon. Ozzy and Coach are about to have a shouting match at the
Can't
next
wait.
immunity challenge. Oh, I'm hyped.
Can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, some steam needs to be released because
Oh
what the
yeah.
fuck?
And it needs to happen now
We're
because
not about to be two-faced the whole episode.
no. And I mean, Coach has got to do this quick because uh there was a secret scene that was revealed where Emily and the tribe was like, "Fuck, we should have gotten rid of Ozzy." So I mean, he may be in danger if they go back
We
to
got
tribal
Idol,
council.
so it's fine.
Yeah, that's
It's all
true.
cookies and cream.
But he's got to know to play it.
hmm
Yeah. So I guess that puts a wrap on it. Chantel, thank you so much for chatting it up with me.
Yeah, no problem. Can't wait for the
Yeah.
next one.
Anything to plug?
No, not really, but y'all can follow me on Twitter at XOCHANTIIEOX because I'll be talking my shit over there. So if
And
you
I
want to
am
hear what I have to say, go over there.
and I love her tweets. Your tweets are funny as shit. And you can find me at Slightly Bitta everywhere, including here on YouTube. And make sure to follow us, like, and share. I'm probably going to put this on Spotify as well, so you can listen there to make sure that you can keep up with this when we are going live again. We're going to aim to go live on Thursdays, so the day after
Yeah.
Survivor episodes. If we're not live on Thursdays, then we'll probably be live on like Friday or Saturday. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I am so excited to watch the rest of this season with all of you. I feel like I'm missing something, but fuck it, I don't care. We're wrapping up. So until next time, stay followed.